Today, we are going to explore Cerato, a Bach flower remedy that addresses one of the most subtle yet widespread emotional states, the inability to trust one's own inner guidance. Cerato is not about ignorance or lack of intelligence. It is about knowing the answer internally, yet constantly seeking validation from outside. In a world full of opinions, Cerato becomes extremely relevant. Today, we are surrounded by advice from social media, experts, family, and friends. While guidance is useful, excessive external input slowly weakens our trust in ourselves. Cerato reflects this modern condition where people consult multiple sources yet feel more confused instead of confident. The inner voice becomes quieter while external voices dominate. Dr. Edward Bach believed that every individual has an inner wisdom or soul guidance. When we repeatedly ignore this guidance, emotional conflict arises. Over time, this disharmony may express itself as mental or physical imbalance. Bach Flower Remedies aim to restore alignment between the soul and personality, not by force but gently. At the emotional root of Cerato lies lack of self trust. The Cerato individual doubts their own perception and believes others know better. This often comes from fear of making mistakes, fear of judgment, or fear of responsibility for one's own decisions. It is important to differentiate Cerato from normal doubt. Healthy doubt appears occasionally and resolves with clarity. Cerato, however, is a repetitive pattern. Even after receiving correct guidance, the person seeks more opinions. This habitual dependence is what defines the Cerato state. Psychologically, Cerato reflects a weakened inner authority. The individual has intuition but does not trust it. Over time, constant reassurance seeking dulls intuitive clarity, creating a cycle of confusion and dependency. Behind Cerato behavior lies fear, not visible fear, but subtle emotional insecurity. The person avoids trusting themselves because taking responsibility feels risky. Seeking advice becomes a way to transfer responsibility to others. Cerato patterns often begin in childhood when children are repeatedly corrected, doubted, are not encouraged to trust their judgment. They grow up relying on authority figures. This conditioning carries into adulthood as emotional dependence. Cerato individuals are often intelligent, curious, and eager to learn. Their challenge is not lack of capability, but lack of confidence in their own conclusions. Because of this, they may be easily influenced by strong personalities. Language reveals emotional states. Cerato individuals frequently ask for confirmation even after deciding. These repeated questions reflect emotional insecurity rather than genuine lack of understanding. In daily life, Cerato manifests as difficulty sticking to decisions. The person may follow advice that does not resonate internally and later regret it, saying, I knew this was not right. In relationships, Cerato individuals may rely excessively on partners or family for decisions. Over time, this can lead to imbalance, reduced self expression, and emotional dissatisfaction. Professionally, Cerato may struggle with leadership roles despite competence. The fear of being wrong prevents confident decision making, limiting growth and authority. In health matters, Cerato individuals may consult multiple practitioners. It is important to clarify that Bach Flower Remedies support emotional balance but do not replace medical consultation or treatment. Responsible, guided use is essential. Even spiritual seekers can experience Cerato. Despite meditation or study, they may trust teachers more than their own experiences. True spiritual growth requires reconnecting with inner guidance. Cerato seeks answers outside, while Scleranthus struggles between internal choices. Understanding this distinction is crucial for correct remedy selection. Cerato doubts judgment, while Larch doubts ability. A Cerato person may act but needs reassurance. A large person may not act at all due to fear of failure. Walnut protects from external influence, while Cerato actively seeks guidance. The remedies address different emotional dynamics. Cerato works gently by reconnecting individuals with their intuitive clarity. It does not suppress doubt but transforms it into healthy discernment. The positive Cerato state is marked by quiet confidence. The person listens to advice but ultimately trusts their inner wisdom. For example, a client repeatedly asked others about career choices. With Cerato, they gradually began trusting their own assessment and felt calmer making decisions. Another individual frequently changed treatments due to confusion. Cerato helped them emotionally settle, allowing them to follow the professional medical advice more consistently. Again, this is supportive, not a medical replacement. Bach Flower Remedies are gentle emotional supports. They are not substitutes for medical treatment, diagnosis, or professional care. Remedy selection and usage should ideally be guided by trained practitioners. Cerato teaches us the importance of listening inward. Guidance is helpful, but self trust is essential for emotional health and personal growth. In the next video, we will explore Scleranthus, the remedy for inner conflict and indecision. Understanding these subtle emotional differences allows for ethical and effective batch flower practice. Thank you.